Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 2020 Planning Awards digital ceremony. I'm Richard Garlick, Editor of Planning and Chair of the judging panel. Yesterday we looked at the placemaking categories, and today we turn to planning, as well as revealing the result of the Editors Award given to the entry considered to be the best of all. My thanks again to our 27 expert judges who ensured that despite the difficulties caused by the pandemic, the quality of the judging wasn't compromised. And my congratulations to the finalists, high commendations and winners who have come through a highly competitive and testing process. This is work that the judges considered to have had, or to be likely to have, a genuinely positive impact. I'll hand over to my colleagues to tell you more about this exciting work.
Hello and welcome to the second instalment of the Planning Awards 2020 digital ceremony. We've already celebrated some amazing projects, so thank you to all of you who entered the awards this year. Before we reveal our final set of winners in the planning categories, here are some of this year's judges.
In all of the categories that I looked at, the plans that stood out for me were those where many different issues have been taken into account, the conflicts balanced and the synergies identified. This is the art of the planner, and I'm sure that those receiving awards today will feature this key factor.
A key theme of the successful entries was about delivering social and environmental benefits, not just delivering the development in isolation, but delivering real benefits for local people and for local businesses, and they really stood out.
For me, this year's entries I think reflected the whole approach to place rather than just buildings this year. So there was much more about how a place should feel, how it should function, a lot more around healthy placemaking, and I think that's real progress. It's about the spaces between the buildings as much as it is about the buildings themselves.
Please remember to spread the word of today's proceedings using the hashtag Planning Awards, or you can tag us at planning_awards. We kick off the second half of this year's Planning Awards with the award for infrastructure planning and Bakerloo Line Extension, submitted by Lewisham and Southwark Councils. Deepham's Sewage Treatment Works Upgrade, Edmonton, London, by Adams Hendry Consulting. Energy Planning for Wembley Park, London, by Quinte. Footbridge to Telford Central Railway Station, Telford, Shropshire, by Apt Development Consultancy, part of Telford and Wrekin Council. And Local Infrastructure Initiatives Programme by London Borough of Tower Hamlets. And from those, there's a high commendation for Energy Planning for Wembley Park. Congratulations. But the judges' infrastructure planning winner is Bakerloo Line Extension, submitted by Lewisham and Southwark Councils. A series of interconnecting planning frameworks for almost the whole route corridor aim to support the delivery of 47,500 new homes and 16,000 new jobs, alongside up to 7 new tube stations. The judges described the project as a great example of new infrastructure facilitating major regeneration. Let's hear from our winner.
This is fantastic recognition for the teams across Lewisham and Southwark councils who are planning for the Bakerloo Line extension and the almost 50,000 homes and 16,000 jobs that this would help us to deliver along the corridor.
Our work combines really rigorous and involved planning, research with local communities along the route, with in-depth coordination between the councils, TfL and City Hall. This gives us a great platform and profile to make the case and spotlight on new infrastructure, making our planning work much more than some of its parts. This award means a lot to us, so thank you all.
Winning then for infrastructure planning, Bakerloo Line Extension, submitted by Lewisham and Southwark Councils. Next, the award for planning for the natural environment, where there's a trophy for one of these. Area Statements, submitted by Natural Resources Wales. Caithness Murray HVDC Electricity Transmission Link by SSEN Transmission. Earth Trust River of Life 2, Oxfordshire by Carter Jonas. Shropshire Landscape and Visual Sensitivity Assessment by Gillespie's. And Tree Preservation Order Project Review by the London Borough of Southwark. And from those, there's a high commendation for Caithness Murray HVDC Electricity Transmission Link. Congratulations. But the Planning for the Natural Environment winner is the London Borough of Southwark's Tree Preservation Order Project Review. Southwark Council undertook a comprehensive review and valuation of its protected tree stock, culminating in a publicly accessible, fully maintained, interactive online map. The judges said this enables the council to maximise the value of protected trees and produce significant savings in legal process in the future. Planning for the Natural Environment winner then, London Borough of Southwark's Tree Preservation Order Project Review. Our next award is for Planning for Affordable Housing, with 6 strong finalists. Bedford Passage, Middlesex Hospital Annex, Central London, submitted by Temple Group and Llewellyn Davies, on behalf of University College London Hospitals Charity. Drovers Place, Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire, by Chorus Homes, part of Places for People. Heathside and Lethbridge Estates Redevelopment, Lewisham, London, by Avison Young. Local authority-led affordable housing in Islington by HTA Design and London Borough of Islington. Shearwater Canalside Regeneration, Woking, Surrey by HTA Design and Thamesway Group. And Upper Akintor Housing Development, Fort William by Stantec. And first, taking a judge's high commendation here, Shearwater Canalside Regeneration by HTA Design and Thamesway Group. But the winner is Bedford Passage Middlesex Hospital Annex, submitted by Temple Group and Llewellyn Davies on behalf of UCL HC. This central London development within a listed but long vacant former workhouse comprises a mix of commercial space, market sector homes and 76% affordable housing. The result promises to turn a dull and hidden site into a landmark development, said the judges.
On behalf of the whole of the design team, we're delighted to have won this award, and it really shows what a willing client and the right design team can achieve on difficult sites in London. 100% of the return also going back into the NHS. Thanks again.
The award for Planning for Affordable Housing then to Bedford Passage, Middlesex Hospital Annex, Central London, submitted by Temple Group and Llewellyn Davies on behalf of University College London Hospitals Charity. Next in the spotlight, Planning for Increased Housing Delivery, and 4 contenders for the trophy here. City Living Preston, Lancashire, submitted by Preston City Council and Hive Land and Planning. Clongriffin Project, Dublin, by Downey Planning. Energy Planning for Wembley Park, London, by Quintain. And Whitehill and Borden New Housing Delivery, Hampshire, by the Whitehill and Borden Regeneration Team at East Hampshire District Council. And from those, there's a high commendation for Energy Planning for Wembley Park. Congratulations. But the winner, and taking the trophy, City Living Preston, submitted by Preston City Council and Hive Land and Planning. City Living Preston is a housing growth programme run jointly by the council and its retained consultancy, Hive. The partnership works to revitalise neighbourhoods with vacant buildings and stalled brownfield sites. Judges said the approach gives high hopes for sustained delivery into the future.
Thank you very much for this. We're so excited and pleased to have won this award. It's a real endorsement of Preston City Council's achievements over the past 10 years, where we've gone from delivering no homes to over 800 per year, and it's a real endorsement of our Preston City Living strategy and working with our partners such as Hive. Thank you so much.
Hooray! Planning for Increased Housing Delivery winner, City Living Preston, Lancashire, submitted by Preston City Council and Hive Land and Planning. It's planning permission in the spotlight next, and those finalists are Beam Park, Dagenham, London, submitted by Lucid Planning. Former Ebrington School site, Derry, Londonderry, by Radius Housing. Leven Road Gasworks, Poplar, London, by St William. Oak Cancer Centre, the Royal Marsden Hospital, Sutton, London, by Lambert Smith Hampton. Redevelopment of Waterbeach Barracks and Airfield, South Cambridgeshire, by Urban and Civic, South Cambridgeshire District Council and Defence Infrastructure Organisation. And Sweet Tree Fields Farm, Mill Hill, London, by Planning Potential. And from those, there's a judge's high commendation for Beam Park. But the award for planning permission goes to Leven Road Gasworks, Poplar, submitted by St William. This former gasworks is planned to be transformed into a new neighbourhood with 35% affordable homes, a school, a new riverside park and office and flexible workspaces. The judges praised this as a development that truly reflects its location and provides betterment to the environment. Winning for Planning Permission of the Year, Leven Road Gasworks, Poplar, London, submitted by St William. Next, the award for use of new technology in planning, and on this shortlist, the Autarkic House, Teignbridge, Devon, submitted by Rural Solutions. Garnet Wharf, Leeds, by Barratt Developments and David Wilson Homes, Yorkshire West. Havant Town Centre Master Plan, Hampshire, by Havant Borough Council. Tide Vision Modular Offsite Construction, London, by HTA Design. And Wind Microclimate Guidelines, London, by City of London, RWDI. And this time there's a high commendation for the Autarkic House. Well done. But winning for best use of new technology in planning, it's Garnet Wharf, Leeds, submitted by Barratt Developments and David Wilson Homes, Yorkshire West. Garnet Wharf is a multi-use carbon-neutral scheme with a hydroelectric system installed to generate clean, renewable energy for the homes. The judges said it was a fantastic example of technology being used for environmental gain and also to hugely benefit residents. Use of new technology in planning winner, Garnet Wharf, Leeds, submitted by Barratt Developments and David Wilson Homes, Yorkshire West. Next, it's a brand new planning award for fostering a diverse planning team, with a winner chosen from these 3 finalists. HTA Design's Planning Team, the London Borough of Barnet and Regional Enterprise, and finalist number 3, LUC. And from those, this inaugural award goes to HTA Design. The judges said HTA Design shows a good level of commitment towards encouraging diversity. The 75% female team includes working parents, members of the LGBT+ community, an age range spanning 4 decades, with a quarter of its members born outside the UK. Winning for fostering a diverse planning team, HTA Design Planning Team. We come now to 2 awards for stakeholder engagement in planning. The first is for development management, and there are 4 finalists. Civic Campus Hammersmith, submitted by the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, A2 Dominion and Rogers Stirk Harbour and Partners. New Cambridge Mosque by Bidwells. The People's Project Liverpool by Influential on behalf of CBRE and Everton Football Club. And Trewint Street Planning Application, Wandsworth, London, by The Collective and Cascade Communications. And here there's a judge's high commendation. That goes to Civic Campus Hammersmith. But the winner is The People's Project, submitted by Influential on behalf of CBRE and Everton Football Club. Everton's plans for a new stadium and the community-led redevelopment of its current Goodison Park ground prompted one of the largest public consultations ever undertaken in the UK. It was described by the judges as a great example of cross-cutting engagement at all levels. Stakeholder engagement in planning development management winner, The People's Project, submitted by Influential on behalf of CBRE and Everton Football Club. Our second Stakeholder Engagement Award is for Plan Making, and the finalists for this award are Croydon Urban Room, submitted by Spatial Planning Service, London Borough of Croydon. East Hampshire District Council's Large Development Sites Consultation Local Plan 2017 to 2036 by East Hampshire District Council's Planning Policy Team. Ford Airfield, West Sussex by Barton Wilmore, Waits Developments and Red Row Homes. LCR Listens, Our Places, a community engagement programme for the Liverpool City Region Spatial Development Strategy by Liverpool City Region Combined Authority. Romford Town Centre Master Plan Engagement by Make Good for the London Borough of Havering. And South of Rumsey Town Centre Draft Master Plan, Hampshire, by Test Valley Borough Council in collaboration with Rumsey Future Partnership. And from those, a high commendation. That goes to Croydon Urban Room. Congratulations. But taking the award, it's LCR Listens, Our Places from Liverpool City Region Combined Authority. focusing on groups which don't usually engage in spatial planning. This engagement exercise was deliberately held early in the process of formulating the strategy in order to guide its overall direction, an aspect praised by the judges.
I'd like to thank everyone in the Liverpool City Region Combined Authority involved in delivering LCR Listens, Our Places. This award is testimony to their hard work. Now, we carried out this engagement because devolution has meant bringing decisions closer to the people. LCR Listens, Our Places made sure that every community had the opportunity to shape our spatial plan, because it is ultimately their plan and will shape the places where they live for years to come.
Winning for stakeholder engagement in planning, plan making, LCR Listens, Our Places, non-statutory engagement for the Liverpool City Region Spatial Development Strategy, submitted by Liverpool City Region Combined Authority. Next, it's plan making in the spotlight, and a planning trophy for one of these 6 finalists. Debenham Neighbourhood Plan, Suffolk, submitted by Debenham Parish Council. Drummond Street Neighbourhood Vision, Camden, London, by Euston Town and Jan Catine Architects. Enfield's New Local Plan and Heritage Strategy, by the London Borough of Enfield. Mayfield Partnership, Manchester, by U&I. MK 2050 Milton Keynes Strategic Growth Study, August 2019, by David Locke Associates and Milton Keynes Council. And New Cross Area Framework, London, by Fifth Studio with We Made That and Alan Baxter. And from those there's a high commendation, and that goes to Debenham Neighbourhood Plan. Congratulations. But the winner, and taking the plan-making trophy, it's MK 2050 Milton Keynes Strategic Growth Study, submitted by David Locke Associates and Milton Keynes Council. Described by judges as bold and innovative, this study sets out the likely scale and pace of population and economic growth, both within and beyond the town's current boundaries, and how this might be achieved sustainably and inclusively over the next 3 decades.
There has never been a more opportune time for us to work in partnership to make bold and visionary plans. At the heart of the ARC, the Milton Keynes Growth Study moved away from a preoccupation with planning processes to focus on positive outcomes for communities, putting people back at the heart of plan making. On behalf of all the contributors to the Growth Study, we are delighted to receive this award.
MK 2050 Milton Keynes Strategic Growth Study, August 2019, submitted by David Locke Associates and Milton Keynes Council. It's time now to reveal the Judges' Award to the Local Authority Planning Team of the Year, presented in association with the Planning Officers Society. Here, 2 compelling finalists went head-to-head for the trophy: Borough Council of Wellingborough Planning Team and London Borough of Redbridge Planning, Development, Management and Technical Team. And with 2 strong contenders, the judges decided one should be highly commended, with the other taking the trophy. So we can now reveal the winning Local Authority Planning Team of the Year is London Borough of Redbridge Planning, Development, Management and Technical Team. After a reorganisation in Redbridge's Development, Management and Technical Team to create new ways of working, planning applications are now processed in record time. The judges said this local authority has turned things around in a high-pressure environment, driving better, faster quality decisions.
I'm very happy to accept this award on behalf of the DM and Tech teams at Redbridge. We took on the challenge of clearing a huge backlog whilst embracing and sustaining new ways of working. We've transformed into a highly performing team, and this award recognises the hard work and commitment from everybody.
The Local Authority Planning Team of the Year, then London Borough of Redbridge Planning, Development, Management and Technical Team. And of course, it's well done to the Borough Council of Wellingborough Planning Team on their high commendation in that category. And our thanks, of course, to the Planning Officers Society. The award for Planning Law Firm of the Year is next, where there are 6 strong finalists. Addleshaw Goddard, Dentons and Mills and Reeve for their work on the Waterbeach project, Pinsent Masons, Town Legal, Winkworth Sherwood, and Womble Bond Dickinson. And from those, it's a high commendation for Dentons and Mills and Reeve. But taking the Planning Law Firm Award, it's Winkworth Sherwood. Winkworth Sherwood entered on the basis of its work on 2 significant regeneration schemes in 2019, the Vauxhall Nine Elms Battersea Opportunity Area and Liverpool Waters. The judges praised the firm for achieving impressive outcomes on some very important and high-profile schemes.
Really delighted to have won this award. Most of this team has been together for the best part of 20 years. Every single member of the team, as it now is constituted, deserves this thoroughly. Thank you so much.
We'd also like to thank our clients for giving us the opportunity to work on these amazing schemes. It's been a real privilege, and we really do hope we've made a difference to those communities as well. Thanks once again.
Planning Law Firm of the Year, Winkworth Sherwood. Our penultimate award today goes to the Planning Consultancy of the Year, where the contenders are Avison Young, BPTW, Iceni Projects, Inner Circle Consulting, LUC, and Tetlow King Planning. And this time there are 2 high commendations. One goes to Inner Circle Consulting and the other to LUC. Congratulations to you both. For taking the award and the title Planning Consultancy of the Year, it's Iceni Projects. Iceni Projects aims to achieve positive impacts for clients and local communities through collaborative work across the disciplines involved in creating better places. The judges praised the firm's innovative, forward-thinking and joined-up approach to improving decision-making.
On behalf of all of my colleagues at Iceni Projects, we'd really like to thank all of the judges for taking the time and for choosing us as Planning Consultancy of the Year. We're really, really grateful for this award, especially in such difficult times. So I'd like to say cheers to everyone and have a virtual drink on us.
Planning Consultancy of the Year, Iceni Projects. And so to our final presentation, this year's Editors Award, to the entry judged to be the most outstanding of all the deserving category winners we've seen over the last 2 days. And to reveal this winner, it's over to Planning Magazine's editor, Richard Garlick.
The Planning White Paper has reiterated the importance of ensuring that the development potential of brownfield land is maximised. Our winning entry provides an illustration of exactly how that can be done. Praised by the judges as an exemplary approach to identifying, unlocking and kick-starting brownfield housing sites, the winner of this year's Editors Award is City Living Preston, submitted by Preston City Council and Hive Land and Planning.
Winner then of the 2020 Editor's Choice Award, City Living Preston, submitted by Preston City Council and Hive Land and Planning. Well, that's it for the 2020 Planning Awards. Huge congratulations to all the finalists, to our winners, and above all to you for joining us. Please keep your celebrations going if you would. Remember to look out for all of our winners' Twitter details on screen and discover more about all of this year's winners at planningresource.co.uk. And finally, we look forward to seeing you and your teams next year for the Planning Awards 2021.